Hello students, I am going to continue the chapter Mathematical Logic of 12th standard. So in the last lecture we learned about the different logical connectives and their truth tables. Now in this session we are going to know about the statement pattern, logical equivalence, tautology, contradiction and contingency. Now see, first we going to know about the statement pattern. So what is the meaning of statement pattern? So the letters to denote the statements are called as the statement letters, that is P, Q, R. So these are the statement letters, and the proper combination of statement letters and connectives is nothing but the statement patterns. So we already see this in our tables, that is P conditional Q, that is P conjunction Q, negation of P and disjunction Q. So this type of statements are called as the statement patterns. Next one, that is the logical equivalence. So two statement patterns are said to be the equivalent if their truth tables are identical. So we will solve these examples, then you will know how to find out these answers. So if the statement patterns A and B are equivalent, then it is also said, or it is also denoted by A equivalent B. So here we have to draw the three lines. Next one, that is tautology. A statement pattern whose truth value is true for all possible combinations of the truth values of its prime components. Prime components means P and Q. So it is called as the tautology, and it is denoted by small t. The next one, that is the contradiction. Just I am going to give you the definitions. When we solve the examples, you will get the clear idea of this one. Contradiction, when the statement pattern whose truth value is false for all possible combination of the truth values of its prime components, that is P and Q, then it is called as the contradiction. Then it is known as the contradiction, and it is denoted by the C, that is small c. And next one is the contingency. So the statement pattern which is neither tautology and neither contradiction, then it is called as the contingency. So these three concepts, that is tautology, contradiction and contingency, we will easily know this by solving some examples. So we will solve it afterwards. There is one important table. So we already learned the tables, that is truth tables of all logical connectives, that is if P and Q are the two statements, then how to write down its negation, how to all these tables are here in one table. So see how to learn this, that is P and Q. So how we can write the negation? If the P is a T, then we write it its opposite, that is F T, then it is F it, then it is T, then it is T. So you know that is what is the mean by the conjunction. Conjunction means if both the values are true, then it is true, otherwise it is false. In disjunction, if both the values are false, then it is false, otherwise it is true. In conditional, if first statement is true and second one is false, then it is false, then otherwise it is true. And in biconditional, if both the values are same, that is either TT or FF, then it is true, otherwise it is false. So you can remember all tables in one table. In statement patterns, the different symbols are considered in the following priority. First one, that is negation, then disjunction, then conjunction, then conditional, and then biconditional. So just we're going to solve the exercise 1.2. So before going to solve this one, just I'm going to tell one thing, that is the formula. So first see the example and then I will show this one. So you are given, that is the construct the truth table for each of the following statement pattern. So this is the statement pattern, that is P conditional Q, conjunction Q and conditional P. So we have to draw the table for this one. So in table we have to write down like this one, that is we have to maintain some rows and some columns. So how we can write this one? So see how many statements are there. So P is one simple statement and Q is simple statement. So this P and Q denotes the simple statement. So there are only two simple statements, that is P and Q. So here I write, that is here two statements are there, and see how many connectives are there. So 1, 2 and 3. So there are 3 connectives. So the formula for writing this table is like this one. So it is 2 raised to n. What is n? N is the number of statements. Means here two statements are there, that is PQ denotes the statements, number of statements. So two statements are there, so 2 raised to 2, so we'll get here 4 rows. So we have to write the 4 rows, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4. If there are 3 simple statements, that is which is denoted by P, Q and R, remember that in your chapter there are only 3 statements, so P, Q and R. So we have to write down 2 raised to 3, that is 2Q. So what is the answer? 8. So whenever we get this type of example, that is 3 statements are there, so I will see this. So you have to remember that whenever there are 2 statements, we have to draw the 4 rows, and whenever there are 3 statements, we have to draw the 8 rows. So this is all about the rows. Now we are going to see how to draw the columns. Now see, 2 statements are there, and how many connectives? 1, 2, 3. 3 connectives are there. So there is one rule, that is if the statement pattern contains m connectives, m number of connectives, then the truth table will have m plus n columns. So m is the number of connectives and n is the number of statements. So see, m is the number of connectives. So how many connectives are there? So 1, 2 and 3. So 3 connectives are there. So I write here 3 connectives. And how many statements are there? 2 statements are there. So 2 plus 3, that is 5. So we have to draw the 5 columns for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this is all about the rows and columns. Now see how to write down. So P, so you know that is for every simple statements there are 2 truth values, P and T and false. So you know how to draw this one. So P in previous truth tables like conjunction, disjunction, we write this like this one, you have to write down. So for P, T, T, F, F and Q, T, F, T, F. So see here, first we have to find out this one. So see, first I write here P, then I write here Q, then see the first bracket, that is P conditional Q. So I write here P conditional Q. After that, this total bracket have conjunction with Q. So we have to write down here. And the last one, this total square bracket have conditional with P. So we have to write down it last. Now see, P conditional Q. So we have to write down P conditional Q. So for that you have to know that is in conditional, if the first statement is true and second one is false, then it is false, otherwise all are true. So first we have to write down the false and remaining will ultimately the true. So next one, now P conditional Q means this column. So see, you have to consider the column. So this column have conjunction with Q. So this column have conjunction with Q. So remember, you have to see the first one, this column, and after that this column. So T conjunction Q. So you know the rules for the conjunction, that is when the both values are true, then it is true, otherwise it is false. So see, first we have to find out both are true. Here also both are true, so the values are true, and here it is false. So I write false. Now this total column, that is P conditional Q conjunction Q, means this total column have conditional with P. So we have to solve this column with this one. You have to see the conditional from this column to this column. So first we have to see this one. So you know the rules for the conditional, that is first, if the first statement is true and the second one is false, then it is false, otherwise are true. So see, first we are going to find out this one. So here is true, but here is no false. Again here is true, here is false, so the value is false. And for the remaining one, it is true. So this is all about the statement pattern. Now see the second example. Again see, that is P conjunction negation Q by conditional P conditional Q. See, again there are 2 statements, so 2 raised to n, that is 2 square, means 4 columns, 4 rows are there. And see how many connectives, 1, 2 and 3 and 4. So 4 connectives are there. So here I write that is 4 connectives plus 2 statements, so 4 plus 2, 6 columns must be there. So here 6 columns are there, you can easily solve this. Now see, we have to write down P and Q. First 2 columns are same, that is P and Q. After that we have to see, that is there is a negation Q. So we first separate it for negation Q, because without this negation Q we can't find out the answer of P conjunction Q. So my next column is P conjunction negation Q. after that I write that is P conditional Q. So here is P conditional Q, and after that we have to take the biconditional of these two brackets. So this bracket and this bracket having biconditional. Now see the same, that is T T F F T F T F. Now see negation Q. So if this is true then it is false, false then it is true, true then it is false, and it is false then it is true. Now P conjunction negation Q. Now see we have to take the conjunction between these two columns. Don't see this or this, just see these two brackets, these two columns. So P and negation Q. So what is the rule for the conjunction? If both the values are true then it is true. So first find out where are both are true. So here both are true, so we have to write down true. Is there any both true? No. So the remainings are false. Now the P conditional Q. See P conditional Q. So what is the rule for P conditional Q? If the first statement is true and second one is false, then it is false. So first write down the false, and after that remainings are true. Now the last one, that is we have to take the biconditional of these two brackets or these two columns. Biconditional of both the columns. So see, rule for the biconditional, if both the values are same, either true true or false false, then it is true, otherwise it is false. So there is no any same values for both the columns, so all these statements are false. So next one, that is third one. Again see the example is P conjunction Q biconditional Q disjunction R. Now see there are third statement is here. So there are three statements P, Q and R. So 2 raised to 3. So here we have to write down 8 rows and see how many connectives are there. 1, 2 and 3. So 3 connectives and 3 statements. So total there must be 6 columns. Now see how to write down. So first we have to write down P, Q and R. Now see how to write down the P. So you can observe and you can also easily find that is how to write down. 4 times T and 4 times F. It is constant or it is same for all examples. Remember this one. For first 4 members are true and afterward 4 members are F. Then T T F F T T F F, and for R it is T F T F T F and T F. Yes, understand? Again I repeat this one. So 4 times T and 4 times F. Again T T F F T T F F. After that T F T F T F and T F. For all examples we have to write down like this one. Now we have to find out P conjunction Q. Now see, we have to find out the conjunction between these two. Again the same rule, that is for the conjunction both values are true then it is true, otherwise it is false. So first find out where there are 2 times T. So here is 2 times T, so I write here T. Here also T. Again find out the values if there is both are T. No. So first 2 are true, otherwise all are false. Same for Q disjunction R. Now see Q and R, there is a disjunction. So rule for the disjunction is if both the values are false then it is false, otherwise remainings are true. So here both are false, so it is false. Here both are false, so it is false, and the remainings are true. And now we have to write down the biconditional of these two columns. Biconditional of these two columns. So see, biconditional. So the rule for the biconditional, if both the values are same, either true true or false false, then it is true, otherwise it is false. So see, same values true, same values true, again same values true. Is there? Yes, similar values, so true, and the remainings are false. Next, the fourth example is also having 3 statements, that is P, Q, R. So 2 cube, that is 8, and how many connectives? 1, 2 and 3. So 3 plus 3, that is same, that is 6 columns and 8 rows and 6 columns are there. Now similarly we have to write down this one, that is 4 times T and 4 times F. T T F F T T F F T F T F T F T F. So P Q R are same as the previous example. Now see here, P conjunction R. So first I am writing this, that is P conjunction R. After that we have to take the negation of this bracket, so I am writing this one, and after that we have to take the conditional of P with this bracket. So first I am going to write the conjunction of this bracket, that is Q conjunction R. So see these two columns. So rule for the conjunction, for if the both are true then it is true, otherwise it is false. So here also it is true, here it is true, and the remaining are the false. Next we have to write down the negation. So just we have to write down the negation of this column only. So it is T, then it is F, F, T, F, T, F, T, T, F, F, T. So we have to write down the opposite of this one here. After that we have to take the conditional of P with this bracket. So I am just going to put down the bracket for this one, not necessary. Now see, we have to take the conditional of P with this. So we have to see these columns, so P and this one. So what is the rule for conditional? If the first statement is true and second one is F, then it is F, otherwise it is false. So see, first we have to write down false. So T, F, then it is false. See, 4 times here T, if there is a false then it is false, but here is no false. So only first statement is false and the remaining are true. So in the first question, the example number 9 and 4 are exactly similar. Now just I am going to start the question number 6, that is negation P, conditional of negation Q, conjunction negation of Q, conditional negation of P. Now see here two statements are there, only P and Q are there. So number of rows are 4. So see how we can write. So only two statements. So T T F F as usual, T F T F. Now see, first we have to find out negation P and negation Q. So you know how to find out the negation. And the next one is the negation P, conditional negation Q. So in between these two columns we have to apply the conditional. So rule for the conditional, you know it is very well. If the first one is true and second one is false, then it is false, otherwise it is true. Next, negation Q and negation P. Now see, you have to see the first column, this one, and after that this one. So negation Q, negation P. First see this column and after that you have to see the next, this column. So again there is a conditional. So if the first statement is true and second one is F, then it is F. So here I write F. Again find out if there is first time T and then it is F. No, only one. So it is F and the remaining is true. And since there is no space, I am just right here. I consider this total bracket as a 1 and this total bracket as a 2. So there is no space, just so I write here. So 1 conjunction 2 means this bracket conjunction this bracket. So we already find out the answer of this one. So this one is the 1 and this one is the 2, and we have to take the conjunction of these two. So conjunction means if both the values are true then it is true, otherwise it is false. So both the values are true, so it is true. Here also both the values are true, so it is true, and the remaining are false. So similarly we have to solve the remaining example, that is example number 7, 8 and 10 for your homework. 9th example is same, that is of the 4th example. So this is all about the question number 1 of this exercise. The question number 2 we will solve in the next lecture. Thank you.